In a world where hopium and common sense collide, starring the CryptoKeeper and BlockchainCrusader. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Question everything.
Trust nothing.
And your boys, Keeper and Crusader, here on a beautiful Saturday night. I just got one thing to start the show off with. OH. And then the crowd says, IO, IO. Let's freaking go, Buckeyes. Number 2 versus number 5, Notre Dame tonight. If you're a fan of football, you might want to watch this game. I'm actually started it right now, letting those commercials go ahead and stack up. And then after the show, I'll be watching my Buckeye. See, look, Billy knows right away. IO, let's go. So with that being said, we're going to get into some crypto tonight because, hey, that's what we do. We're not a sports channel, so I won't bore you to death with that. Make sure that you guys jump into the Discord. We've got a lot going on with the project. The 3-day prepper boot camp, the end, not the end for the scheduling, but the last opportunity to schedule privately. I want everybody to listen to me. The last opportunity to schedule privately where no one else is able to schedule is tonight at midnight. So I would encourage you, with how fast the classes fill up, I would encourage you. Please get yourself signed up. That's in the Discord. You guys know what to do. Follow us on Twitter. We've definitely been working on trying to, let me pull that up real quick. We've definitely been working on trying to bring our A game and step our Twitter game up a little bit. We've got 1,240 followers. That's Danger Close Alpha, Danger Close Alf without the A. If you guys could follow us over there. And then obviously, you know, Debate Crypto OG, that's always where it's at as well. Am I missing anything to start off the show, Miguel? Besides smash the likes, guys. That's what we need. A lot of times we get a lot of people in here and we'll get the people in here and then the likes are like way low. And I know it's a struggle, but please X out of the live chat, smash the like real quick. You know, pause the Buckeyes game, do whatever you got to do for 2 seconds. And
yeah, man. You know, at the bear market where you don't see any of the shit coiners, Dogecoin people in the chat, you don't see any of the XRP people in the chat. Like they're all gone, bro. They come back
about that
in the bull market.
The spammers that were all jumping in and spamming their, you know, Dogelon Mars or whatever wild freaking thing they've got going on. Yep. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. That's definitely the truth, though. So we're in a building market. Let's take a look at what that looks like. I know I've been kind of lax on showing the cryptocurrency market cap in terms of not showing it, but going deep into it. And it's been because everything's pretty flat. Let me update this real quick. We're at 975.36 billion with a B. We're down 0.52%, guys. I'm just going to hit ETH and Bitcoin because nothing's really moving. Bitcoin down 0.91%. That's 18,798. That's, you know, like I said, not even down 1%. ETH down about 1.59% at 1552. As we scroll down in the top 10, the biggest move was Cardano, moved up 5.75%. I can tell you why that was. Miguel, do you know why that was?
Didn't they just recently do an update or release something for their network?
So I think that's part of it. The other part is it went for sale on, drum roll please, a new exchange. I think it was Coinbase.
I would hope as an exchange.
I think it was Coinbase. They had not been listed everywhere, and they just got listed somewhere as well. I don't think so. Somebody checked that in the chat, but I believe it was Coinbase. I saw a quick article, a little blurb. I think that's what it was. Somebody confirmed that, but I do know that they were starting to be sold on. Oh, was it Robinhood? Yes, that's what it was. It was Robinhood. And so we got some new blood, some fresh meat in there.
New degens.
All right, so tonight we're going to talk about ETH. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the crypto markets. But stick around to the end. We've got some interesting things to tell you privately about the project that we haven't shared with any of you. Actually, Miguel doesn't even know exactly what we're going to talk about. I just kind of gave him a little dusting of what we're going to talk about with that. And then we're going to talk about not DeFi summer, but we're going to be talking about, drum roll, NFT autumn. Okay, cool. That was great. All right, let's have some fun tonight. Let's dive into it. Let's start off with a little Bitcoin. Everybody loves the Bitcoin. So are we at the bottom? Bitcoin bottom. Are we there yet? Analysts discuss the factors impacting Bitcoin price. When Bitcoin was trading above 60K, the smartest analysts and financial-minded folks told investors that Bitcoin price would never fall below its previous all-time high. These same individuals said 50K was a buy the dip opportunity, and then they said 35 was a generational buy opportunity. Later on, they also suggested that Bitcoin would never fall under 20K. Of course, now is a great time to buy the dip, and one would think that buying Bitcoin at under 10K would also be the purchase of a lifetime. But by now, all the so-called experts have fallen quiet and are nowhere to be seen or heard. Miguel, talk to me. We've been around long enough with the crypto markets. This is a very like crypto has become so politicized, and it's been so it's grown so much that this has been happening for years. Talk to me about what that looks like and what it's looked like in the past and why this happens.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. They have this fascination with politicizing crypto and making these headlines and these stories, but to be honest, I think it's it's a no story. I don't think it's anything. I think they're just got nothing to write about. They got nothing to talk about. It's a bear market. They know they can't push the price anymore down. People are, negative news right now isn't going to push the news anymore down, and positive news isn't going to push the price up. So they're just flatlined on news, to be honest.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some boredom involved. That is part of it. But kind of what I was the angle that I was looking at is that a lot of these people that are so vocal with these big moves, it looks really good for their socials. If you guys notice, Miguel and I try to stay away from like actual price predictions on a regular basis. It's not because we're scared to give you what we think or what we believe. It's because we know enough to know that we don't know. And I think a lot of times some of this pride and ego jumps in to the crypto space when somebody's right about something. But then when they're wrong, it's like crickets. And these people have been wrong big time on all of these. And I think it's all it is. It's like my ego's hurt a little bit. My pride's been busted. We do have somebody, and I won't put any names out, Crypto Weatherman, but that is still calling for a melt up. Did I say that out loud? Oh man, I thought that was in my head. But we have not seen that yet. And of course, somebody will clip that if we do get the melt up and, whatever. But I think that it's funny how vocal or not vocal people can be. And I just think that's what it comes down to. Pride and ego. That's pretty much it for me. Let's talk about ETH. I think this is an interesting one because as we move to proof of stake, Miguel, before I even pull up the article, one of the things that you and I had talked about with proof of stake that was a concern was you had always said like centralization. And I could dig it. I could understand it. But explain to the people why centralization was a concern when moving from proof of work to proof of stake. And then we'll jump into the article.
Well, I mean, the concern is that by proof of stake, right, you are putting up the amount of crypto you're holding to create these nodes. So the whales that hold thousands and thousands and thousands of ETH are now gotten a new layer of power in the ecosystem, right? That now the average person that holds one ETH or whatever does not hold anymore. And it goes, proof of work separates the whales, right? You can be a whale in Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean you are a whale in the protocol because you don't contain hashing power, right? So it separates kind of like, it has that separation of control versus the proof of stake brings that back together. So whoever has the most money controls the network. And I think that is a big concern for people that, they should be aware of.
I'm interested to see this. I'm actually just going to read a little piece of the article, but it says Ethereum staking pools, who runs the largest ones? So I'm going to scroll all the way down, and it's talking about these pools, these nodes. And it's interesting because the top 3 biggest holders are, guess what? Lido, Coinbase, Kraken. Oh, I'm sorry. Top 5, I think. Binance. No, the top 4. Okay. So check this out. What Miguel was, hey, if you've got the money, you can have a lot of the control over the network. So Lido Finance, 4.2 million ETH, right? They've staked 4.2 million ETH. They have far and away the most popular staking pool. They launched the liquid staking token in late 2020, right before the beacon chain was created. It says the liquid nature of the token means that ETH depositors receive ST ETH and can sell, trade, or lend out that ST ETH while their ETH remains locked up with Lido. ST ETH is held by more than 98,000 unique wallets, according to Etherscan. Then we move down to a huge name, Coinbase. Coinbase got 2 million ETH. And folks, guess what? A lot of that y'all have locked up, right? But they're the centralized entity that is holding what is there. Kraken 1.1 million, and then Binance 1 million at 904,608 ETH.
Which should make you think, right? Like these exchanges are holding this ETH, right? People are not pulling their Ethereum or their crypto off exchanges. No, I'm just saying, like, just nonetheless, people are holding their crypto on these exchanges,
Yeah.
right? These exchanges could be staking your ETH in the background without you knowing, right? Because they're just numbers on a board, just like your bank account, right? It might say you have $100,000 in there, but when you walk into the bank, they're gonna say, "Sir, you can only withdraw 10,000 right now. Your other 90,000 is currently not here.
We're gonna need a few days."
So we're exactly right. We're headed back in that direction of the banking system, and this is a concern in the crypto space. The people are fantasizing about crypto getting into the traditional system, right? The XRP people love this. We just want to be part of the traditional system so that we can explode and become rich. You do not you realize that you're giving up all your power that crypto has given you from the beginning. So these exchanges are holding all this crypto, whether it's ETH or whatever, right? These stake protocols, you have them, you put them there, and then when there's a liquidity issue, you're going to wonder why. Well, because those funds most likely are not just going to be sitting there and Binance is just going to be holding it. They're most likely, right? Not your keys, not your crypto. They're going to be doing things with it in the background to make it.
They're making moves with your crypto
as possible, just like a regular bank will. And when the time comes, once again, the average person is going to be screwed because you're not your own bank. You're not holding on cold storage. You're holding on centralized exchanges. They're incentivizing you through A, B, or Z, whatever it is, to to leave it on there, and they're gonna screw you at the end. And people do not pay close enough attention to that.
I think that's a really good point. I think that they also recognize that most people either aren't smart enough or don't understand how to do some of the extra things that they could do with their assets to not really protect themselves further, but give themselves further possibility of upside. So what are they doing? Like Miguel said, they're holding it for you and they're saying, hey, we know what to do with this. We know our risk reward here, and we're going to take a risk with your assets. I mean, think about it. Think about if everybody in the stream, if we said, okay, so Keeper and Crusader, every time we come on the stream, we put all of our assets into a pool, and for the time that the stream is on, they get to trade with our money, and all we're asking is for our money back, right? We could effectively make money off of everyone else's money and then just toss you your money back. And that's ultimately an opportunity that they are taking advantage of. And real quick, that is why, just like Miguel said, we've got Addison in here to remind you to be your own bank. She is too young to be doing makeup, so I don't know what this kind of stuff is in her hand. But be your own bank. Make sure you check out. Make sure you check out the codes down below. And I love you. I love you. I love you. She's being wild. Good night, girl. So yeah, they're definitely moving your funds around, and you need to be prepared and understand what they're doing.
Think about this. Coinbase announced that you could stake your Ethereum for the Ethereum 2.0 over a year ago, probably at this point, right? Yep. At the way before the peak of the bull market even occurred, people were like, "Oh yeah, ETH is so awesome, and the crypto is so bullish. I'm gonna stake it." There is no unstaking it. It is locked, right? It's locked
until the merge happens. That's it. It's locked.
So that was a whole year later. It's coming up now this month. It can get delayed tomorrow, another 6 months, another year and a half, another 2 years, whatever it is. Your Ethereum is still locked on Coinbase, and you missed out on selling at 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. We're down at 1,500, and if the bear market keeps going, it's gonna be 800, 900, 700, 600. And what do you do? Nothing. It's just stuck there on Coinbase because they got you. They literally, they fooled you into locking your crypto up for so much time, so many months that could be years before you can ever retrieve it. And it's like, was that really a good financial move? I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll find out. The way that it would have been or could have been a good move is if the market was much lower when it happened, and then the market just kind of waited, you know what I mean? Just kind of hovered around the same price. And then they were making, small, passive income on it as far as the interest rates goes. The problem is exactly what you said, though, Miguel. It was way up here, coincidentally, up towards the top of the market when they said, hey,
give us your ETH.
Lock
give
it
us
up.
Your ETH at 5,000.
Give it to us now. Yep. Alan said he's got a ton locked on Coinbase. Alan, that you're not wrong for what you did, so don't misunderstand what Miguel's saying. He's just stating the obvious that these exchanges, just like a bank, will try to take advantage of you in any way that they can. That's just life.
Yeah,
That's what they're going to try to do.
Everyone's gonna try to screw the little guy over one way or another. With a centralized exchange, we got rug pulls, we got all kinds of crazy stuff in crypto, and that is the problem. That's why you need to be your own bank. That the only people that control your money is you and you alone.
Yeah, just as a side note, the stream last night with Ecta was awesome. I see a couple people talking about it in the chat. Looks like Billy went ahead and ordered a node. He said, "Yeah, well worth the $600. Just diving in head and hands." But it says that he was up all night. Let's see here, reading their white paper, watching all their videos, and reading their website. So hey, that's what we call doing your due diligence. Again, we're not sponsored by them. I'm just bringing it up because we had him on last night, and I was really interested in what he had to say. We're going to be continuing to possibly work with them further. We have a couple other meetings scheduled with them, so look out for that. All right, last couple things. Let's talk about NFTs. We're going to talk about our project last. Before we get into the NFTs, guys, please smash the likes. We've got 31 people in here. I'm not sure how many likes we have, but you X out of the live chat.
If you're 31 likes before this show.
That's right. Over. We need 100%. I saw on Jeb's channel a couple months ago, they had 1,000 people in there and 1,000 likes. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't know. We can't even get to 31 with 31 people. So, hey, just throwing out there. I believe we can do better. I believe in you. We love you guys, and we appreciate you for being here. So, yeah, so let's talk about the whoops, that's not what I wanted to pull up. I almost pulled up something totally different. Here we go. Forget about DeFi summer. NFT autumn is arriving. SudoSwap is doing for NFTs what Uniswap did for altcoins. Says, while we've all heard the well-trod mantra that bear markets are for builders, until very recently, it felt like hardly anyone in crypto was building anything interesting. The NFT drops have used the same old recycled concepts. DeFi still hasn't recovered from the Luna drop, and tornado cash sanctions have us wondering if the risks of building in DeFi are higher than we anticipated. So it says that it, let's see here. It was doom scrolling a few weeks ago, finally found excitement and the new thing I've been looking for. It began when I stumbled into a spirited debate between crypto influencer Kobe and what looked like the entire population of NFT Twitter. Kobe had triggered NFT collectors when he referred to NFTs as altcoins with pictures, right? People saw it as a low blow insult, and then it changed their perspective on NFTs. If you ignore all the nuance and strictly consider the smart contract, altcoins with pictures is indeed what they are. So then it goes in, and I'm not going to do this because it's obviously this is an example, I believe, of a paid ad, right, for SudoSwap. But ultimately, the idea here is that if you were around for DeFi summer, you could put your money into DeFi almost anywhere for some amount of time, and it was so hot that it was making returns. But keep in mind, if you left it there too long, we got burnt, Miguel, not on much, but we got burnt on, what was it, Olympus DAO? Is that what it was?
Was it Olympus DAO?
I think that's what it was.
I don't know. I think it was like, what, $30 we put in there?
No. It was no big deal. I'm just saying that we got beat. We, looked at maybe putting more money in, didn't. Glad that we didn't. And it's not to say that you're never going to lose, because you are going to lose, right? Same thing with the NFT market. You could buy $150 Bored Ape like I had the opportunity to do and didn't, and then have 600 ETH sitting there, whatever the case may be. At the same breath, you could spend 600 ETH on a Bored Ape, and the whole freaking bottom could fall out, and then you're in the bucket, right? You're in the toilet. So what's actually happening here? What's actually happening here is there's an opportunity in the NFT space. You just got to find where you fit in. You have to decide, what am I looking for? Am I looking for utility? Am I looking for just a flip opportunity? Am I looking for, passive income if somebody's offering that? There's a lot to kind of wade through there, but the suggestion of the article is just that there's so much great coming out in the NFT space, and I agree with it. Miguel, you agree that the NFT space has got a lot of ways to go, and some people are going to be able to make some huge money, right?
Yeah. It's not just about making huge money on the thing. I do agree with altcoins. I mean, with NFTs being an altcoin just with an image on it. It's the reason why I'm a little bit extra bullish on NFTs, and I've said before that the NFT market will recover faster than the crypto market. Crypto is becoming corporate. It's becoming, traditional systems are coming in, institutional investors, all that stuff, and they're going to be taking control over all of this, right? Whether they kill DeFi or they don't, whatever it is, all these things are happening that are really out of the power of people, and these cryptos are going to take over. These institutions are going to take over. NFTs have not been institutionalized in that aspect yet. NFTs are where the people can still make their money, and it's controlled by retail, right? It's not controlled by these massive corporations yet. They will catch on, just how they caught on with crypto, and they will do it. But that's why it's a builder's market, right? You and I can come in right now and build, and we are building a great project down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
eventually, at some point, right, the Gary V's of this world are going to be controlling and moving the only NFT projects that actually occur, and the rest of them are going to die out. And nobody's going to be able to come in and compete anymore with the Gary V's of the world, because they're going to make sure that they control the market, and they're going to, you know, have all types of regulations, right? They've talked about, I saw something quick one time, I took a quick glimpse just the other day about like licenses, people having to take out a license to create, whether it was either an NFT collection or to create an altcoin. So they're going to be putting these concepts of these rules, and, you know, keep making these barriers to entry for people like you and me to build something are gonna be coming. So altcoins, NFTs, they are the people's market right now.
Yeah, we'll see where it heads. Again, we're obviously super bullish on the NFT market. We're head and hands in there, doing our thing with the project. And I actually wanted to touch on that. So we had our drop that went really well with the bug out drop that just recently happened. I think we've sold 318 bags out of the 500. Shout out to everybody who's got a bug out bag. You guys freaking rock. Thank you for being a part of the community. We love you guys. Looking forward to meeting everybody out in Ohio, the OH to the IO next May. That's the 12th through the 14th. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to continue to give you information on that. I did post the actual website for the event as a whole. So maybe if you guys want some more little details on stuff, if you haven't seen it from us, you can take a peek at it there. I do want to say, though, the coordinator for the group had said that, and I don't listen, I'm not getting into pointing names. This isn't like a problem. I just want to throw it out there. She had said that she had received a number of calls from our community about some specific things within the, you know, the upcoming event. Fine, I get it. There's a lot of questions about the project. The questions, however, that she kind of threw out there, well, they were interesting, let's just say. So I want to throw this out to the community just so that you guys have a full-on awareness of what kind of happens in the background. Miguel, this is what I hadn't told you yet. I just wanted to do it. I didn't really want you to tell me not to do it. I just want to talk about it. Okay, so give me just a second. So ultimately, we are here for you guys, right? We are doing, you know, shows every single week. We have a lot going on. And for any of you that were in the, you know, that have been in the Discord, you've seen it's a great freaking community. Super excited. If you're not in the Discord, jump into the Discord. But a couple things got said about basically how NFTs can be a, you know, a cash grab, and, you know, how much cash could you grab from an NFT project. So I just want to touch on something real quick. Okay, here we go. 5-page contract. And I did a TikTok on this earlier today. And I just want to kind of let the community hear this, because I think sometimes none of this is taken into account. We have a 5-page contract from an attorney that we had to have drafted up. Obviously, that's never free, and we had to get that done. $20,000+ paid to an artist so far. We've got back and forth edits from that artist, continuing to make sure that that's on time. We are writing and have been writing a story, putting together a game, calculating rarities, coordinating an event that, side note, someone else is actually running, which makes it more difficult. I can't just say yes or no. I've got to, you know, run that through somebody else. We've had meetings with them, paying for said event, creating partnerships, flying out of state to meet one of our partners, running a Discord, monitoring Twitter, posting on every social media, coordinating guests and other creators, and doing giveaways. Did I mention Miguel was testing and writing smart contracts? So all of this, and this is kind of tongue in cheek what I'm about to say here, but I want you guys to feel it a little bit. And all of that has happened before. Legitimately, Miguel, I don't know if you've done the math on this, but we're technically right now underwater, right? We have spent more than we've brought in from what we've sold. Okay, just is what it is. And I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to get you guys to have a realization of how much we've put out there. And all of that, we're still reassuring people that we're not here to scam them. I just want to throw out there,
rug pull you. We owe money to somebody else.
We owe more than we've brought in. And so I don't know. I hope that it doesn't come off like I'm complaining, because I'm not. I just want you guys to understand we have poured ourselves out into this. And I know that a few people will always try to, you can't make everybody happy. But I just want you guys to know that if you do the simple math on the amount of bug out bags that we've sold, the royalties off of the free mint, but the royalties off of the free mint, the souls, and am I missing anything? And that's it. If you do that math versus what we spent, we're literally still backwards in this, right? I just want you to know we're pouring everything back into the community. And when we said that before, that's exactly what we're doing. So again, please don't misunderstand me. We freaking love you guys. I just want to remind you, we are working our butt off here to make this happen for each and every one of you. So again, please don't misunderstand me. I think that sometimes as a business owner, let's take the NFT space out. As a business owner with my construction company, I had one of my guys the other day make an offhanded comment that, well, maybe I need to be looking for another job because it just seems like you're too busy traveling the country and hanging out or whatever. And I was like, he had no idea what is, happening with our other businesses. Had no idea of anything that I do while I'm here for my construction business. They just see kind of what's right in front of them. Just like, I get it, all of a sudden there's an extra 20 ETH in one of our wallets. Now we owe it all out, but it's there, right? And so I don't know. I just like to share that stuff with you guys, just so you guys have a real idea of what happens. And I also think that the majority of you, 99.5% of you, would like to see us be able to make money as well. So don't get me wrong. We freaking love you guys and we're glad to be here. Miguel, I just talked everybody's head off. Do you have anything that you want to drop on that?
No, man. I mean, I get it, right? There's always going to be, question everything, trust nothing, all this skepticism or whatever. And that's fine. But, it's these things where people don't know and they're being skeptical. They're jumping to conclusions without having all the information. So it's like, yeah, I always say question everything, trust nothing, but you got to do your research and really fully have a full understanding of pictures. And, when you don't understand everything or when you're questioning everything, you got to ask questions. And sometimes a lot of people don't ask questions. They just assume answers before even asking a question. They assume an answer and then they run off on a tangent with it. And I understand there's always going to be people spreading FUD, right? That happens in the entire crypto space. That happens everywhere. There's always going to be people that are not happy, right? You can't make everybody happy. It's never going to be 100% satisfaction. And that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. But I want people to understand, like, there is no secrecy here. There's only a 100% transparency. We've done and we're going to do everything we've said we've done, or we're setting out to do. And we've said multiple times, we're pouring the majority of everything back into this, right? And it's to make these things happen. This is what happens when you bring real life utility. We could be selling you a sideways ape, right? A hairless sideways ape with just a profile picture, and you guys will love it, and it'll be great. And you're not getting anything but just the picture. Some people will complain, some people won't, but it wouldn't matter because there's no work done to us. We hire an artist, the artist makes it, I make the smart contract, boom, bam, slam, it's done. We don't need to talk about this anymore, right? It's over. But we're doing real life utility. We're doing all these things. We're doing all these partnerships, all these real life events, and making all these things occur. So there's a lot of more work and things happening that people are not aware of. So it is what it is. And I just want people to be aware of it.
Yeah, definitely. And Miguel, sorry for sneaking that up on you. I just felt like we needed to at least, address that with the community. So there it is. Crypto fam, we don't want to end on a down note. And I'll tell you, that was not supposed to be down. That was just, hey, we need to be transparent about a lot of the stuff that's going on in the background. So there it is. If you guys have any questions about anything, we are an open book. Hit us up in the Discord. Exactly. Whatever you guys need, we're here. We're here, and we'll answer any questions.
Any questions about anything, you drop it in the Discord. We might not answer it within 2 minutes. Might take 30 minutes. Might take an hour on the weekends, but we'll answer it nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure. So, crypto fam, we love you guys. I said I was going to go 30 minutes because, candidly, I want to watch my Buckeyes play this evening. And also, I just think we've got a great weekend coming up between now and the long weekend. Enjoy some time with your family. Right? Get yourself scheduled. Let me say that again. Get yourself scheduled, right? Sit down, spend the 5 minutes, do the form, get yourself scheduled. and then enjoy some extra time with your family. I gave my guys off Monday as well, and really looking forward to that. Miguel, are we streaming Monday? We hadn't.
I don't know if we're streaming Monday or not. I mean,
okay. So that's a maybe right now, guys. We'll let you know in advance.
Yeah.
We'll let you know in advance.
Reminder: the Soul ETH giveaway is happening tonight in the Discord. So jump in there if you're waiting for it. If not, if you're not there, it's okay. If you're still a winner, you're still a winner. You have 24 hours to claim it, right? So make sure you just jump in there. If you don't, you check it tomorrow if you are the winner. So that is happening tonight.
Cool. Well, Crypto fam, we love you guys. We appreciate you for being here. As always, super excited as the project moves forward, guys. It's going to be a freaking blast. The event, you might have a ton of questions. It might be, hey, where are we going? What are we doing? Is this the exact address? Am I sleeping on the ground? Am I sleeping in a hotel? Whatever. We'll continue to give you as much information as we can. Check out the website. If you have questions from there, obviously hit us up with it. We have our own big private plot that we are going to be, doing our party and hanging out, whatever. That's going to be a campsite. There will be RV access if you guys want to bring an RV. Other than that, make sure you've at least got a tent. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be fun. I look forward to meeting you guys, and you're going to learn a ton. The classes, I am teaching a crypto class as well. I don't know if you guys listen. If you guys didn't sign up for let me just get it out of the way now. If the 10 o'clock class for my crypto class is not full of you people, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna rug the rest of the project.
I'm
right
gonna
there.
sign up. I'm gonna sign up to the class and sit in the back and heckle you the whole time.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. So we love you. We hope you guys have a great night. Go Bucks. Question everything.
Trust nothing.
And until next time, hodl
like it's hot.
We'll see you soon.